Hey friends, my name is Victoria and I'm a software engineer based in Berlin, Germany. I would like to talk to you about refactoring, what it is and when to do it. I am inspired to record this video because of the book that I wrote recently. I wish I wrote it. I read it recently. It's Refactoring, Improving the Design of Existing Code by Fowler. I hope I pronounce his name correctly. Okay, so let me be like a fangirl for like 30 seconds. This book is amazing. You should read it. No matter if you're a junior, mid, senior, whatever, read it. This is beautiful. This is beautifully written. I've never met Fowler and he will never know about my existence, but I'm such a huge fan. It's beautiful. It's funny and it's written. This guy is a genius. Let's face it, he's a genius, but when he writes this book and when you read it, you have this feeling of having a great, wonderful pair programming session with someone who's not only very fluent in programming, but also with someone who has empathy and is funny, and he doesn't have this, oh, I'll tell you what to do right now attitude. He's just like, oh, let me show you how you can make your code base better. And it's just wonderful. So I do highly recommend this book. I hope, I don't have an external screen, but I hope you will catch it somewhere. Refactoring, if you are programming for more than 15 minutes, I think you've heard about refactoring 5 to 10 times already. Refactoring is often used in sentences like, oh, I got stuck in refactoring, or oh, this needs some refactoring, or you can see comments called refactoring. Do we really know what it means? So let me be honest with you. I had thought that I had known what refactoring meant. But after reading this book, I realized that, wow, I had used to overcomplicate it. Because refactoring, bear with me, the refactoring is a change that makes a code easier to understand, cheaper to modify, and, wait for it, and it doesn't changes the behavior of the code. You got it? It's a change which is supposed to make our lives easier, but also this change doesn't change the behavior. You got it? I will get back to it in a minute, so remember this. A change that doesn't change the behavior. Overall, refactoring improves the design of the system, the design of the code base. It helps with bug findings, helps programming faster because the code is easier to understand. Therefore, you can easier modify it. Modify it. The question that you, as a software engineer or developer or a programmer, ask yourself, and I ask myself this question as well, is when do you want to refactor, right? When do you want to spend your time on refactoring? So the easiest answer is when it will make it easier to understand and when it will make it easier to add a new feature. And you want to refactor when the code behaves badly. So when the bug was introduced. Remember at the beginning of this video I said that refactoring doesn't change the behavior, right? And this is something crucial to understand and crucial to implement in your flow, because often you can hear, often when you dive into a new code or new class, you just want to, you have a user story to add a functionality, add a new feature, and you start doing refactoring and adding this new feature at the same time, simultaneously, whatever. Like, I'm not a native speaker, and this word is definitely too difficult to pronounce properly. When you start working on the new thing and refactoring at the same time, what happens? You go against this, you go against not changing the behavior. And why is it bad? It's bad because it can introduce new complexity. You got it? So instead of helping yourself to make the code easier to read, easier to understand, etc., yada yada yada, you make your work much harder. You understand? So this is like a huge learning. If you go into a new class, like, I don't know why I'm talking about classes today, but if you are diving into new code and you see that, oh, this logic needs some refactoring, do it first and then work on adding a new feature or whatever your goal is. While doing the refactoring, the strategy of doing the refactoring is something to have in mind. So instead of going all the changes, like a lot of changes at first try, everything changed, blah, take small steps. Refactor one piece of the code, run tests, see if they're green or not, and then commit. If they're green, of course, you don't want to commit red tests. This is very important, like go step by step. And I know that it sounds daunting and it maybe sounds like, oh, so much work because you need to run the test. Trust me, it doesn't really add the complexity. It helps you understand if when you broke something or when something was actually broken. One change, test, and then commit if it's green. You got it? If you go step by step, you have a better control over the quality of your changes, right? Because you don't want to break things and lose and introduce bugs or introduce breaking changes, right? Step by step. Change, test, commit. You got it? As I mentioned in the beginning, this book is full of beautiful refactoring strategies. But you know what? It can be quite overwhelming. When I was reading it, I was like, whoa, this is amazing. Of course. And I was like, yes, super excited. I think it has like, I don't know, 60 strategies. So it can be quite overwhelming. What I think can work pretty well in this case, in the case of learning good strategies for refactoring, is going step by step, exactly how the refactoring should work. I've chosen some of the best, most interesting strategies, and I will try to walk you through it week by week. Instead of having like 5 practices a week, you will have just one strategy, and then I will share another video with you on another strategy. I think it will be fun. I'm excited about it, also a bit nervous because I don't have much practice with live coding / recording my screen, so we'll see how it will go. If you're interested in learning more about refactoring, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think about refactoring and how you implement it into your process. Remember to like this video. You got it? Bye bye! I had a thought and I forgot. Ba ba da ba ba.